Okay, this is my review on Fortnite Battle Royale. When I review a game, I like to go into three major categories that I feel contribute to enjoyment. First one is exploration, then engagement, and finally payoff. As for exploration, Fortnite has one map divided into multiple different locations. Now you're going to start each match in the magic school bus as it makes its way over the center of the map. Now what's cool about that is it's essentially a very high energy, fast paced level select. Unlike other games where you feel like you're forced into playing some level you don't want to do, you get to choose what you want each match. And you know, if you want that to be Nuketown so you can die in 10 seconds, sure, go for it. What can also be said about the map is it feels very full. And what I mean by that is no matter where you are, there's always some kind of building you can knock down for resources or weapons and items you can use to dab on these noobs. Oh, and did I mention that it's fully destructible? Say you want to get into this building but you can't find a door? Well shit, just make a door. That's pretty much all there is to be said about the exploration in this game. Now next up, let's talk about the actual engagement you feel. Now when I talk about engagement in the game, what I mean is how much of your knowledge and skills does this game actually allow you to use. And in that regard, there's a lot to learn in Fortnite and a lot you need to do to get good. First up, let's start with what's probably most familiar to us, the weapons in the game. Now Fortnite offers a wide variety of weapons that are each useful in their own situation. If you're not that good at the game, you might be thinking it doesn't really matter what you get, you can use whatever you want whenever you want. But all that is a good way to find out what emotes the guy who just killed you has unlocked. The truth of the matter is each weapon has its own accuracy and range along with damage and fire rate. Now, I don't want to go too deep into this, and if you guys would like, I can make another video explaining the finer points of weapons and when to use them. But basically what this means is in each situation you need to select the proper weapon or tool if you want to kill the other guy before he kills you. And that on its own makes the game pretty engaging. You know, it really makes you think and consider what you're doing if you want to win. However, Fortnite Battle Royale takes this one step further, and I believe that's truly where the genius of this game lies. Now recall earlier how I mentioned the key to firefights is using the proper weapon in the proper environment. Fortnite allows you to build and destroy, essentially altering the environment your firefight's going to take place in, and it all happens at a very fast pace. And as long as competitive shooters have been around, one of the major factors is the level you're playing on and how you take cover, and you're actually able to control that in this game. Now, I don't think a lot of people understand how revolutionary this is for shooters, and some people, you know, they'll look at Fortnite and discount it because it has kind of cartoony graphics and it looks like it's made for kids. But this is really a revolutionary idea when it comes to competitive shooters. It really adds another complexity and depth to the game and another strategy you're going to have to build and a set of skills you're going to have to learn. And when you consider all these mechanics this game has to offer and combine them all together, it really creates an engaging experience where you constantly have to be thinking and actively considering what to do next if you want to win. And that actually, I believe, is the perfect segue point to go into my next major factor of enjoyment in games, which is of course the payoff. I'll start with the more obvious payoffs. Now when you play this game, as you get kills and survive the match, you're going to get more XP, which will level you up into higher tiers, and that's going to unlock cool rewards like skins or all these crazy dances. You also get a pretty satisfying payoff with each and every kill you get. I mean, each time you pop a guy's dome, you just get to watch all of these wonderfully colored items pop out of his skull. And you know, those are just the surface level things that are real obvious as payoffs in this game. But you know, I think I speak for a lot of competitive gamers out there when I tell you there's just kind of a satisfying feeling you get when you beat someone else at a game. And this game is really just a little bit more than that, because the more engaging a game is and the more skill it requires, the payoff is just so much better. I mean, you take all those elements I talked about earlier, the guns you learn about, the weapons, the items, you know, you're going to learn about the building, the map, how to properly position yourself. And when all of that knowledge and all of that skill comes together and you put it up against someone else in the world and yours is better than theirs, that's a really good feeling. And then on top of that, you got all these colorful items and weapons popping out of their corpse, and those are yours now. And on top of that, you can fucking dab on them or do some stupid ass dance. Oh, it's beautiful. And you know, that's not even the best part. That's like one kill in the middle of the match you get, and it feels that good. And you know, you get that one game where you finally make it to the last 10, you know, you're in the top position, and it's you and one other guy, and you kill that dude, and you've successfully beaten 99 other people out of 100 players with all these complicated mechanics coming into play that I talked about earlier, and you were the best. You know, you mastered it the best. You had all the skill there. that's just one of the most satisfying feelings you can have in a competitive game, is that final victory. You know, nothing, I've played a lot of competitive games in the past, League of Legends, you know, Call of Duty, Battlefield, and this is probably the best payoff I've had in a competitive game for a long time, and I think that's why it's really blowing up, and it's free. You know, a lot of people are doubting this game, but you gotta give it a shot. I mean, it's free, you can try it for free. And I know I've been gushing a lot on this game, but it's pretty good. There's some negatives I could go into, but I just kind of don't feel like doing it right now. Anyway, that was my review on Fortnite. Like I said earlier, if you guys want me to make another video about maybe the mechanics of the shooting or the building, or go a little more in depth and get a little more detailed if you want to learn how to get good, I can do that. You know, actually, this is one of the first YouTube videos I've made, and I've got to say the recording process has been really fun. Like, I'm just having a good time with it. And if you guys enjoy my content, let me know. I'll make more of it. I don't mind. Go ahead and throw some comments down there, you know, if you want to say something about the video or say something about the game, and I'll try and respond if I can.